Hi guys, I'm Mr. Church, and I'm going to be kind of walking you through my first experience of building in the new Fallout camp bunkers, and I'm going to be going over some of the good and bad that I noticed. I really like this door, first of all. I wish that there was a doorway that went with it, so we could put more inside there, but whatever. Another problem I had was when I went to try to clip these floors into where you're clearly supposed to put them, they snap outside the actual build boundaries, but the game still thinks that there's a piece there, because if I try to put one there now, it says there's already one there. Now, because of the size, you can put a full one off to the side and then a half one next to it like this, but the issue there is when you go to make something actually have a theme, you can't put atom floors on these half floor pieces for some stupid reason, so you're stuck shoving it right here in the middle like so, and that just gets really awful after a while. It's fine, everything's fine. Don't know why you'd want to put these foundations underneath the floor where you can't get at them, but you can. Great feature there, Bethesda, thank you for that. I was really hoping that would be something that we could do in these shelters. So that's, yeah, I'm stoked. So many great things I can do with that right there. In fact, I think I left it down there. Anyway, there's others. No, I didn't leave it down there. Fuck. Well, anyway, at least we have these stairs which we can put in the floor and do kind of like half floor high differences in height. I don't know. I guess there's a reason. I think I could actually use this one. I don't know, but there are other stairs that they added to the bundle that look exciting, and they also, a lot of people have been like, hey, this is way too small. And as fun as I find it to bitch and complain, this obviously means that they're going to be releasing larger ones in the future. So, Karen, I'd step back a little bit, reevaluate your life. This is a fucking video game, and you're mad about how big your underground shelter is in the post-apocalyptic wasteland. Okay? Also, shout out to the encampment gate, which clearly got mutated and looks like shit now. Can't use that anymore, so that's good. Yeah, it looks like it's been through it. So let's raise a glass to the encampment gate and its family. I'm sure they're going through a lot right now. I didn't realize these could get mutations, but that's pretty sad. Another thing that I wanted to talk about that I found as a negative is you cannot place certain decorative features in your camp. Like, this is under the water tab, so you can't build it down there. And the fridge is a huge kitchen decoration, and you can't build that down there either. You also can't build the fermenter down there, or any of the displays. And this is frustrating, but I do understand the problem with being able to build them down there is all of these items are connected to your stash box. So think about it, you have multiple storage systems, and then you have multiple stash like ways of accessing your stash or whatever. That's a recipe for duplication. Not that I would ever do such a thing, but it is frustrating because if you're ever going to build a kitchen, you can't have a sink now and you can't have a fridge, and I think that there are ways to make it so those just are decorations, and you don't necessarily need. I don't understand why. Whatever. This is I understand that they have some things they need to work out. I do like these a lot, actually. In fact, I'm about to build an ungodly amount of them. I just basically went through this little. There's automatically a little cubby area around behind the back of the walls. I just went ape shit crazy and built like 4 million of them. I didn't need to. I just wanted to. I just had to live a little bit. But it's hilarious, but it's nice because you can actually like wire up your entire area without any wires showing because they're all behind the walls. You can do fun things with furniture. You can make triple stacked bunk beds, and I'm sure you could make, a staircase out of punji boards and but keep them socially distanced now. That's a new feature. You can't put traps together. Because of the height of the ceiling, I was able to put lights down, and then I was able to put a roof in between the lights and me, which means there's no lights hanging down, but it's all lit up very nicely. And if you don't have the glass unlocked, it doesn't matter. You can use the normal roofs, and the light will shine right down through there because this game sucks. I mean, the amazing features of the mechanics of this game. We also have, a lot of burning shit to do. I had to make this bar over here, okay, because I'm going for like a little I'm thinking like a lounge basement kind of feel. So of course that meant spending about 17 hours making this goddamn bar, and I can't even put a fridge back there. But I burned shit, I built shit, I burned it again. It was a great time. I really hope you guys aren't looking for a tutorial here, because that's the step-by-step process. You burn the fuck out of it, fix it, realize you fucked up, delete it all, fix it, and then build it again. And then realize it still doesn't matter because the wall's interfering, delete the shit, which of course means you have to burn it again. But, all in a day's work. And I do mean an actual day, because, this dropped hours and hours and hours ago. And I spent 15 years on a bar. And this was because I forgot to make it snap again. It took an hour to snap those in because I forgot to turn snapping back on. But turning that off, you can actually do a lot of fun stuff with that. I do like that feature. It actually makes putting these bar counter things up a lot easier, because you can turn snapping off to flip them, then turn them back on again to snap all their buddies up next to them. If you're wondering why I'm forcing you to watch me build a bar, the reason, specifically speaking, is I don't know, I feel like it's just a really cool thing to be able to say, hey, I know exactly how not to build a bar now because I watched Mr. Church try to do it, and now I know everything not to do because he sucks. I'm actually in pain watching me do this. It's hell. I literally just made another YouTube account so I could unsubscribe to my own channel. So, GG for all the people clinging on and watching along at home. I'm sure you're working up a cold sweat by now. But this is an example of when you can turn snapping off, and it's really beneficial because you can flip that right around so you can have the shelves facing you, then turn snapping back on to attach the rest. Of course, you have to burn the shit out of it again. Who am I kidding? But if you ever have the opportunity to burn the fuck out of something, why would you not take it? But as I was working on this, I realized something. I was feeling this weird feeling deep down in my soul, and it was something I hadn't felt in a long time, and I think it's pronounced happiness or something like that. I don't know. I've heard about it, don't really have a lot of experience with it, but I was actually involved in a creative process where I didn't feel rushed by anything going on around me. I didn't feel held back by the overwhelming build mechanics of Fallout 76. It honestly felt a lot like building in Fallout 4, where you could just heap up a pile of dead bodies and build a kind of pyramid like in Egypt, except, you know, out of dead bodies, with Mama Murphy on the top, of course, as our matriarchal figure. But enough of that. I also found that if you switch the floorboards to something with lines in it, then it doesn't look like whoever was consuming alcohol at the bar was the person who lined the stools up. And it allows you to just line them up real nice and simple, and then you just flip them back to carpet or whatever the fuck you want on your bar floor when you're done. So I also put the Red Rocket I just remembered when I was setting up the upper counter area, I literally had a crisis. So I'm not watching this again. I'm cutting this out right now. Nope. Nope. Okay, it's done. So this is what I have. Overall, I would say there's some things that need work. Obviously, they accidentally released this update, so obviously it needs more work. But I'm excited for the potential. You can make a lot of cool stuff just with this. Quick note, there is a stain in dripping water in this corner. And whatever you design, you should think that through because it shows up on your floor. But anyway, I've had a lot of fun. I'm excited for what there is to come, and I hope you guys have survived this video. And thank you so much for watching. There's going to be real build videos coming in the future. Take care.